The monsoon arrives in Maharashtra sometime in the Hindu calendar month of Ashadh, corresponding to June-July, giving a momentum to the cycle of life on earth. This is the season of sowing for farmers all over the state. It is the season of migration for its nomadic communities. It is also the season in which hundreds of thousands of people in the state head towards the sacred city of Pandharpur on the banks of the river Bhima to celebrate the Ashadhi Ekadashi festival. The festival of their divine parents, Vithoba or Pandurang, and his wife Rakhuma. Scholars agree that this is a unique and ancient festival, but they do not agree on its origins. The pilgrims have to reach Pandharpur on the 11th day of Ashadh, the Ekadashi, wherever they come from, and they come from all parts of the state as well as from neighboring states. What makes Pandharpur sacred is not just its god Pandurang, but also his extraordinary devotee Pundalik, to whom devotion to one's own duty was devotion to God. This legendary devotee, Pundalik, is the first folk hero of the pilgrims. Pundalik's absolute devotion made Pandurang leave his abode in heaven, Vaikunt, and visit Pandharpur, Pundalik's home on earth. When Pandurang arrived at Pundalik's door, the devotee was so engrossed in serving his own parents that he asked Pandurang to stand on a brick, and this is where Pandurang's image still stands, waiting for an endless stream of devotees or bhaktas. In the words of Tukaram, the great 17th century Marathi poet saint, सुख पंढरीसी आले पुंडलिके साटविले आता धावा माझे बाप जिव्हा घेऊन या माप करा एक खेप मग न लगे हिंडावे विषय गुंडुनी पसारा धाव घ्या रे पंढरपुरा आयुष्य वेचे जव आहे तोची झावोनिया जाये आळस न करी या लाभाचा तुका विनवी कुणबियाचा. Happiness fell into Pandhari. Pundalik kept it in place. O my elders, run for it now. Taste it with your own tongue. Make just one trip there. You won't have to wander ever after. Pack up your attachments, bag and baggage. Make a scramble for Pandharpur. it's not a bad idea to reach there in time while you are still alive. Says Tuka, listen to this peasant's plea. Reach there and reap it. Don't dilly-dally. Tukaram's advice to his fellow human beings is, Bahuta janma anti janmalasi nara, देव तू सोयरा करी आता बापा स्वहिताचा स्वार्थ अनर्थाचा अर्थ सांडी आता कुडी कल्पनेची वाट मार्ग आहे नीट पंढरीस जावे सर्व सुख घ्यावे रूप ते पहावे विटेवरी नीट आनंदाचा कंद तुका नाचे छंद नाम घोषे. You have evolved so long to be finally born in the human form. Now you must get related to God. You must act in your own interest now. Stop chasing meaningless meanings. Give up your bodily concerns and those fantasies of a good time. The road to Pandari lies straight ahead. Go to Pandari and have a great time. It's good to see him standing on the brick. On the base of that brick, bliss itself stands tall. Tuka dances to the beat of the chant, singing his name. What we have just heard is the pilgrims' or the Varkaris' characteristic slogan that means, Hail Hari, Hail Vitthal, Hail Him who blessed Pundalik, Hail Sri Jnandev, Hail Sri Tukaram. While Pundalik belongs to folk history, the figures Jnandev and Tukaram are historical. Jnandev is considered the founder saint of the Varkari sect of pilgrims to Pandharpur. He was a 13th century philosopher, mystic and poet, and the author of such works as the Jnaneshwari, an extended sermon on the Bhagavad Gita, and Anubhavamrut, a discourse on the indivisibility of God and devotee. In Jnandev's view, if God is Shiva, the Bhakta is a Shakti or active self-awareness. He believed that human self-expression is Chidvilas or spontaneous play of self-awareness. Its origin is divine. Bhakti is the realization of God within our own actions in life. It is the purest experience of joy accessible to all human beings. Jnandev was a Natha Shaiva initiate who lived a life of renunciation and created the unique fusion of Shaivism and Vaishnavism that Varkari Bhakti is. After producing his 2 literary masterpieces and several lyrical poems, he ended his worldly life by entering Sanjeevan Samadhi at a very young age. Jnandev's Samadhi at Alandi is one of the starting points of the Pandharpur pilgrimage. Tukaram is the 17th century poet and saint, the last in the line of great pilgrim poets and arguably one of the greatest poets of the world. He lived in Dehu, not far from Alandi. Unlike Jnandev, Tukaram lived a householder's life, marrying and raising children, farming and trading in food grains, until a devastating famine opened his eyes to human misery and made him turn to poetry in search of God. The Pandharpur pilgrimage is known in Marathi simply as Wari or round trip. After the rainy season and 4 months after the Ashadhi Ekadashi comes the Kartiki Ekadashi festival at Pandharpur, the next Wari. This time, it is the harvesting season, and those who have sown their fields in Ashad go to Pandurang in Pandharpur to thank the Lord for the harvest. However, the Wari is not just a pilgrimage on which farmers go. It is not a pilgrimage confined to a community or restricted to a sect. In the 13th century, when Sri Jnandev brought enlightenment to his Marathi-speaking audience in their own language, a galaxy of saints drawn from communities across caste, creed, and gender accompanied him. They all composed songs in praise of Pandurang and Pandharpur and depicted him as the savior of the common human being, the poorest of the poor, the oppressed, and the destitute. Jnaneshwar called this Ishwara Nishthanchi Mandiyari, or community of all those who had faith in one God, embracing humanity as a whole and seeing God reflected in every devotee. A unique feature of the pilgrimage to Pandharpur is what is known as Palki or the palanquin. The origin of the Palki is traced to the youngest son of Tukaram, Sri Narayan Maharaj. He carried his father's sandals as a symbol of his spirit to Pandharpur on the Wari. The original Palki started from Dehu, Tukaram's village near Pune, to Alandi nearby, where Sri Jnandev took living Samadhi, and from there went to Pandharpur with Warkaris joining it en route. The sandals of both Tukaram and Jnandev were carried in the same palki to Pandharpur, with Warkaris joining the long march on foot to the sacred abode of Pandurang. A later devotee of Jnandev started a separate palki of Jnandev from Alandi. Warkaris in both the palkis, however, march with the same chant, Gyanbat Tukaram or Jnandev Tukaram, as though the names were indivisible. The concept of the palki caught on. Warkaris in different parts of Maharashtra started palkis of their local saints, and today, by the time the pilgrims reach Wakri, a village that is the last stop on their route to Pandharpur, nearly 100 palkis camp with hundreds of thousands pilgrims on the outskirts of the sacred city. Narayan Maharaj believed that his father Tukaram and Sri Jnandev were immortal spirits who would continue to accompany the pilgrims on the Wari. Indeed, all the poet saints of all times were present in the spirit in the Wari. In a manner of speaking, they are all present in the holy march to Pandharpur. On this pilgrimage, the pilgrims sing songs composed by the men and the women revered as saints and loved as poets. They sing the compositions of Jnandev, Sopandev, Muktabai, Zanabai, Namdev, Zokha Mela, Gora Kumbhar, Sena Navi, Saunta Mari, Narhari Sonar, Kano Patra, Eknath and Tukaram. A majority of them come from what we would today call backward and other backward castes, and many of them are women. Bhakti made them cross these barriers and form a unique community, equal before their one God. These poets represent the living spirit and the hallowed tradition of Marathi poetry. They have shaped the language of Marathi literature by bringing into it voices from Maharashtra's regional and multi-ethnic oral traditions. It is remarkable that though there was barely any literacy among the vast majority of the pilgrims until the 19th century, their oral performing traditions kept the work of poet saints alive through all political, social, and cultural upheavals. The Wari is not a rite or a ritual. It is simply a journey. But it is also a metaphor for a spiritual voyage, as the poetry of the Warkari saints reveals. Pilgrims to Pandharpur are, in the words of the great scholar Durga Bhagwat, children periodically visiting their divine parents, waiting to receive them in Pandharpur. The Wari is a festival of reunion with the cosmic spirit before sowing seeds for the next cycle of life and after reaping the harvest at the completion of the cycle. It is a simple yet profound expression of faith in life itself. Concluding his monumental commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, Jnandev asked the following blessing of the cosmic spirit. आता विश्वात्मके देवे येणे वाग्यज्ञे तोषावे तो खवनी मज देयावे पसाय दान हे जे खळांची वाकुडई मोडे ते या सत्संगी रती वाढे भूतां परस्परे पडे मैत्र जीवाचे दुरिताचे तिमिर जाओ विश्वास स्वधर्म सूर्ये पाहो वांछील तो ते लाहो प्राणिजात. Now may God, the Spirit of the universe, be pleased by this speech sacrifice of mine, and being satisfied, grant me this blessing. May this help villains to recompose their vicious visage. May this create in them a liking for good companionship. May all created beings turn into soulmates. May the sinner's clouded vision see with clarity again. May he see the universe in the light of his own nature. May all living beings gain what they seek. This is a prayer to arouse mutual love among all living beings, so that a community of spirit is created among them, and that community realizes the unity of a universal spirit informing every human action. Says Tukaram, सदैव हे वारकरी जे पंढरी देखती पदोपदी विठ्ठल वाचा त्यांसी कैचा संसार. दोष पळाले पळाले पैल आले हरिदास प्रेम भाते भरले अंगी निर्लज्ज रंगी नाचती. गोपी चंदनाची उटी तुळसी कंठी मिरवती. तुका म्हणे देव चित्ती मोक्ष हाती रोकडा दुर्बळा या शक्तिहीना त्याही जना पुरता. Those who keep time with Pandhari are pilgrims of eternity. Those who speak constantly of Vitthal cease to belong to the material world. Look, here come the servants of Hari. From guilt they'll make you instantly free. The body is swept by the glad tide. Blend into his color, dance, go wild. Their bodies smeared with gopi chandan paste, tulsi bead necklaces adorning them. The weak, the poor, the helpless, all find him as much as they badly need. Says Tuka, loosen the tight purse strings of your hearts to receive the Lord like mint fresh cash. The irresistible pull of the Pandharpur festival has neither weakened nor waned over the last 8 centuries. On the Ashadhi Ekadashi of 2006, about 700,000 pilgrims visited Pandharpur. Even in the 21st century, the Wari is a living and thriving tradition of Maharashtra. It is a mirror that reflects Maharashtra's unity, plurality, and its faith that heaven and earth unite in the spirit of humanity's devotion to life.